right. All right. You gotta smash that like button. Let's do this.
There is a difference between a woman giving constructive criticism and talking down on you. How can you tell the difference? Well, just pay attention to her choice of words, her tone. Look into her eyes. Does it seem like it's coming from a place of kindness and care? Do she try to provide solutions to your problems, or do she constantly critique you? Or is her choice of words very degrading and insulting? Right? The signs are always there. And I'm gonna be honest, fellas, if you are dealing with a certain type of woman who is, really trying to push you in certain areas, if you're not used to that type of woman, it could come off as an insult. So pay attention to her body language, her eye contact, her tone, her choice of words, right? So that you can differentiate between the two. Fellas, there is a difference between a woman giving...
All right, now, I let it play all the way through for y'all to complain, but now we're going to go back through it again, all right? Doing what I do.
Constructive criticism and talking down on you. How can you tell the difference? Well, just pay attention to her choice of words.
Well, first and foremost, with all due respect, if you didn't ask her, then it's nagging. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? At best, probably hating. Now, if you ask her or whatever, or you have some type of open relationship where y'all just openly criticize each other, then you go off of what she's saying. But you should have a boundary in place where neither one of you just critique each other out of nowhere. If the criticism isn't asked for and it's not anything that's life concerning, detrimental to someone's money or health, then keep it to yourself, right? We're in a time where people are in this place where they need people to need them. That's creating space for themselves, and it makes them feel like they have a role, and that's not a role. That's a void. You're taking that void, we talk about the void over here all the time. You're taking that void and you're trying to mold it into this space for yourself. When you just start throwing out criticisms or constructive critiques and, trying to get someone in alignment, that's you projecting onto them what you think they should be doing, but you don't know what God has planned for them. So it's just, letting it be known to be very careful with that kind of stuff.
Tone. Look into her eyes. Does it seem like it's coming from a place of kindness and care? Do she try to provide solutions to your problems, or do she constantly critique you? Or is her choice of words very degrading and insulting? Right? The signs are always there. And I'm gonna be honest, fellas, if you are dealing with a certain...
Again, you got to remember, are you asking for this? Did you, look for her counsel? Again, is this your girl? If this is your girl, what I'm saying, she's giving herself to you, and if you've allowed her the space to just critique you at will whenever she feels like you need it. But if that conversation's never come up and she just starts, hey, I think or I feel, once she opens that door, you can close it by being polite or just be savage like I would and be like, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I got a few concerns of my own. And then you just let off the things that because as a man, there's plenty of things you want to say to that woman. You know how to make her more efficient, especially with her spending and things like that, right? But when she opens that door, you shut it. You shut it just like that. Like, hey, and she'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we shouldn't just be volunteering. Yeah, because just because you're not saying nothing, don't mean that you ain't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? Don't conflate the two.
Type of woman who is, really trying to push you in certain areas. If you're not used to that type of woman.
See, this is where they get in trouble. When they take it upon themselves to push you, like you said, in certain areas. Did you ask her to push you in that certain area? Or is it something that she perceives to be a vulnerability of yours, or something that you need to work on, and she's projecting onto you, right? Pay very close attention to the wordplay. I'm on it.
It could come off as an insult. So pay attention to her body language, her eye contact, her tone.
you can't really pay too much attention to that, because if she knows that you might take things the wrong way, then she might practice those to come off a certain way to manipulate you. So it's really breaking it down to the base of the conversation. Was this criticism asked